What is going on, everyone? Back at you with another video. On today's episode, we're actually going to be diverting attention away from the 240 and readdressing a car that has not been on the channel in a very long time. No, this car isn't abandoned. It is my daily driver. We just haven't done anything to it in well over a year. And well, at today's, that is going to change. We actually have some mods for the Civic. Now, before I get into that, the styling and the goal with the Civic was to be an OEM plus kind of finish. We have wheel spacers, black housing headlights, a Type R front lip. We went to the 0405 rear end, but in doing so, we lost the ability to use the OEM mudguards as was previously on the car. I kind of liked the Honda mudguards on the car, and I've been looking. There are OEM Honda mudguards that work with this bumper, but haven't seen any at the junkyard, and they're pretty expensive online. Well, I was really wanting some, so I jumped online recently. I actually ended up picking up a set of Rally Armor mud flaps. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I too believe that these belong mostly on an Evo or WRX or some type of rally heritage car. However, these were 28 bucks. I figured, hey, you know what? I can mount them as far in and subtle as possible. Maybe they end up looking nice, and in just holding them up, I kind of was digging the look. So we are going to be throwing on these Rally Armor mud flaps on the Civic. Let's get these unpackaged, throw them on the car, see how it looks. We can get a better look at how this is going to fit in there. I know on this side it's going to get pretty close to the exhaust, so we might have to trim that inner side, but again, I'm going to try and mount them as far in here as I can, and I kind of want it to just barely kind of outline the section of the bumper here. Just extend maybe an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches along that edge there. Nothing crazy, not super low, not way pointing outside here. Luckily there are mounting holes already, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws already there. Probably have to use self-tappers down here. It should be super simple, easy process. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got the mud flap mocked up. It's kind of tricky to get everything straight and the amount of spacing I'm wanting, but like we thought, this is going to hit the exhaust. So kind of before I do anything else, I've looked at it like 100 times at this point, step back, but it's kind of hard because the car's off the ground and you have the wheel. I've been taking the wheel on and off just to kind of make sure I get it looking decent, but hits the exhaust here. So I'm gonna mark right here and kind of get an area. I don't want to trim off the entire side. I thought about doing that before, but it might look a little wonky and I'd have to do it to both sides, and I don't necessarily want to do that, at least if I don't have to. But we're gonna start with trimming this little section so we can move it in a little bit more. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, kind of something like that. Take it off, get it trimmed. Okay, with that section cut out, hopefully it'll fit just a teeny bit better. I'm gonna test it here. Can go much further in now, actually. I'm just gonna pull it out just a little bit. I think that might be the spot where it's gonna go. I'm liking that right there. Lower it just a hair. Just a little bit. After 972 times of mocking this up, adjusting, and trying to position this where I want it, I think I've got it just where I want it. It looks super even all the way around, just extending just beyond the bumper edge there. It's straight up and down, not anything too crazy. I think this is going to be the move. It's kind of what it looks like there. Just enough to know something is there, but not crazy overbearing, sticking out and looking obnoxious. I think this looks nice, subtle, but you still know that it's a Rally Armor mud flap. So I think we're going to pull the trigger right there. Let's get drilling some holes and get some screws in this thing. is done and mounted up, it actually went pretty smoothly. I thought the drilling was going to be a bit of a task and be hard to keep it straight. Do it for today's video. We just wrapped up the rear mud flaps on the Civic. I'm actually not going to run the fronts just yet. I saw the OEM mud guards in the front and it looks pretty okay with those still on there. Might go back later on and toss the fronts on as well, but for now just running the rears. Kind of dig the look. It's looking pretty good. Once again, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south.
Alright, if you guys made it to the end of the video, first of all, I appreciate it. And second of all, I have a quick little surprise for you. We've got one last mod we're going to do for the Civic here today. Let's get this unpackaged, see what it is. Alright, in true Initial D/JDM fashion, we have got a Japanese license plate that we're going to be throwing on the front of this car. Nods to Initial D, nods to Honda being a JDM car company. I have, ever since I bought this car, wanted to toss a Japanese front license plate on it. I know a lot of Euro guys will do that, like BMWs and stuff like that. Will toss a German front plate on it. And I don't actually see a lot of these. I thought about doing the exact one that is on the 8.6 from the anime, but this is kind of cool. This is just cheap on eBay. I need to stop spending time late night eBay buying because I just find stuff, but this is just a random Japanese license plate, and it's pretty cheap, so we're gonna toss it on and see how it looks. Alright, so there we have it. We have the Japanese front license plate on the Civic. Feelings are kind of lukewarm. I'm not sure entirely how I feel about it. I wish it was a little bit smaller, honestly. I guess I didn't realize that a license plate is larger than the bracket behind it, and it kind of hangs down a little bit. But it does look pretty rad, and I'll probably run it for a little while. The main reason why I'm wanting to run, or I had even the idea to pop a front license plate on there, is because it has that license plate bracket. This year Civic has the molded license plate bracket frame section of the bumper where a license plate is supposed to go. And I usually ditch the front license plates because I like a clean front bumper, but this still had the bracket. It wasn't super noticeable, but now with a license plate on, I kind of notice it more, but it does look pretty cool, so we'll rock it for a bit.
Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.